today we are going to be experiencing what Christmas is like here in Brussels.
Welcome back to my winter city break through some of Europe's most enchanting destinations. Previously on Lost in Travel. So far, we've rediscovered Amsterdam's charms, strolling along its peaceful canals and venturing into Zaandam for authentic Dutch windmills and architecture. With a belly full of stroopwafels and a heart brimming with contentment, we said goodbye to the Netherlands and made our merry way to Belgium, starting with Antwerp. Antwerp truly delivered the Christmas magic we were searching for. Surrounded by grand Belgian architecture, the festive markets felt like stepping into a holiday dream. And today, that magic continues. Coming up, I will rekindle my love for Brussels before heading to Lille in France to experience their take on December's festivities. Even in the coldest winters, Europe has a way of making every moment feel warm. Let's explore why this winter break is one you'll want to add to the travel list yourself.
So good morning all and welcome on here to my first day in Brussels, Belgium, and I'm so glad to be back. We're starting things off right here in a spot that I've actually never been to. I only had a little sunrise in the morning before heading off into the Flanders region of Belgium last time I was here, so I'm excited to properly dive into the Belgian capital and see what's in store. And our first stop of the day is the beautiful Palace of Justice here in Brussels. You probably remember I have been to a Justiceplatz before, a long time ago. When I was in Ireland, I went to Vienna and I visited their Palace of Justice and it was iconic. I really hope it's going to be very similar on the inside because that place just blew me away. Also, we're going to take the traditional route up and walk up the ramp, but there is also a more accessible route. You can get the lift up and then there's like a already made platform to take you up and you get to see the big wheel and such. So very, very nice that they've accommodated for that, but I want to take it all in, so I'm going to take the walk up and enjoy my surroundings. It is a very dull day here in Brussels. There's so much fog in the distance, you can barely see all of the landmarks here in the city, but that goes quite well with the Palace of Justice because it is grey, it is bold, and it just fits right in to the atmosphere here in the city. Whew, okay. So I'm currently inside the Palace of Justice here in Brussels, and oh my god, this place is way bigger than I thought. I came in for the initial stairful, which is what I got in Vienna. Absolutely glorious, just like that one. But I've now just walked up the stairs and entered this massive room where you can tell that people are still using this as an active courthouse. There's a lot of people with briefcases and stuff looking very like they work for the law. And oh my god, it's just remarkable. This is free, so definitely worthwhile coming out and seeing this in your time in the city.
Stand tall now, for goodness sake. Skies burning on full display. This one and only gift before.
I don't know if it's my shoes or if it's the floor, but this is very embarrassing in a Palace of Justice to be doing this. Why am I squidging everywhere? So heading into the Palace of Justice was definitely worthwhile. I had a great time exploring and makes it even better that it is free. However, so much construction on the outside, but that is just the way things go here in Europe. There's so many things that are so old, older than we can ever imagine, and they're currently already doing a little bit of a fix-me up. And then some of the newer designs we've got here in the city is stuff like this giant octopus. A lot of people, when they go travelling, don't really go back to places that they've already been. They say that's a one and done, there's so many other places in the world to go and see. But I think you can still come back and experience a completely different change of pace. Like, last time I was in Brussels, it was only for a quick morning. I saw a lot, I thought it was very beautiful, but I didn't get to see much of it. And now I'm here and it's like, oh wow, I have missed out on so much. I'm so glad I've came back here. So we all know how much I love a cathedral, and actually I've not been in one in quite a long time, so it was nice to head into this Notre Dame behind me here in Brussels. Obviously it is winter, it is cold, it is always just great just to get into some heat for even like 10 minutes or so. But what is the best part about cathedrals is always just walking in and being jaw-dropped as soon as you walk in and see that altar in the distance. Oh, what an incredible sight. And that one was no different. And also had quite a bit of fair Gothic architecture in there, which I was not expecting. So always nice to just see that historical significance in each city you visit.
Your name still pops in my head 3 times a day now at least. What's got me wondering, do you think of me? I never cleaned down my camera or threw away the notes. I'll get around to it, been saying that for weeks. Oh, I thought a change of scenery would do me well. I thought if I eat healthier, I'd like myself, then maybe you would too.
So I'm currently walking through one of the most enchanting streets here in Brussels. Everywhere I look, there's just fairy lights and so much ambience. I can't believe that the fairy tale charm is still truly alive in a place like this. It's just making me want to just walk around no matter how cold it is and just see it all with my own eyes. So if you did not know, Brussels feels like a completely different place to the rest of Belgium. When we were in Antwerp yesterday, they spoke Dutch. They were quite near the Netherlands border, and a lot of places here in Belgium do speak Dutch. I was in Bruges and Ghent, they speak Dutch. It's like I think it's called Flemish, it's like a dialect of Dutch. But here in Brussels, they actually speak French. They've got a strong French influence here in the city, and you can see it around everything here. And there's a lot of places I've been walking down, streets and alleyways, and I'm like, you can literally take that out of here, put it in Paris, and it would feel completely normal. And that's lovely, because I loved my time in France last time I was here, and that means I am really enjoying strolling around Brussels. It's already getting dark, and that means the Christmas lights are coming out and making this place even more magical. So guys, for dinner I have had something I've not had in such a long time. It's a fast food chain that I found in France. It's massive in France, loads of them, but I didn't know you got them in Brussels, so I've took my family to try O Taco, and oh boy, what a delicious treat that is. You've got like a massive burrito, and it's stuffed with all the meats that you've chosen, cheese sauce, and also your own fries are in the burrito as well. It is a mighty thing to consume, but oh, what a treat it was to have that again. I didn't know you got it outside of France, so that is going to keep me filled up until I get my Belgian waffle later on tonight. The joys of revisiting one of the places that I've been to while I was interrailing is that I now have to show my family around some of the spots, and this is one of the most remarkable areas I visited last time I was here in Brussels. Welcome here everyone to the EU Parliament. The European Union holds their parliament right here in the heart of Brussels, and I am back to try and plead for Scotland to return to the EU. Thank you. Oh my god. The last time I was here I saw nothing like this. Right behind me is the Palace of Brussels, and that might be one of the most extraordinary buildings I've not just seen here in Belgium, but in the entirety of Europe. It is massive. And can't forget that huge Christmas tree. Oh yes, it is Christmas. The Royal Palace looks amazing from the outside, but I can only imagine what it looks like from the inside. If you want to experience that yourself, you've got to be here in Brussels from about the end of July to the end of August, where they actually do open it up to the public. Currently, I am walking through the oldest shopping arcade here in Brussels. This is the Galerie St. Hubert. And last time I was here very early before sunrise. It was like 5 in the morning, completely dead. Now I'm here right at the prime of the Christmas markets, and it is packed, but for a good reason, because look at how spectacular this is. Oh, I love Christmas. It definitely is the most wonderful time of the year, and all of the celebrations going on in the city explains it.
It's the best time of the year. Feel the cheer in the air. Oh, it's the best time of the year. You can see the smiles in the air. Oh, it's the best time of the year. You can feel the joy in the air. Oh, it's the best time of the year. It's the best time of the year.
Wow, that was a magical moment to share with every other person here in this square. I already think that the Grand Place is one of the most remarkable squares in the whole of Europe, and Christmas just brings everyone together, and I'm having a great time. Definitely go and experience some Christmas wonder here in Europe. They do it the best. So when all you can smell is the delicious taste of sugar everywhere you walk in Brussels, and then mix that in with the Christmas festivities and just thinking about food all the time, because you know it's Christmas. What else do you think of? We've got to have some Belgian waffles, and what better place to do it than back here at the Waffle Factory, the place I went to last time. I wanted to show my family what it's like, and now I can recreate that photo I got in the summer winter edition. So bonjour guys, this is our final day here in Europe, and we've decided to take a little day trip out to Lille. Welcome here everyone to France.
Dancing underneath the endless sky, all the colors they collide in a tapestry of moving light. Wonder, never know what it could hold. All the sapphire, emerald, gold, the stories waiting to be told.
Welcome here to Lille everyone. It is so nice to be back in France. The reason we did this was we wanted a day out from Brussels, and we noticed that you can get a €20 Flix bus, only an hour and a half journey here to one of the most northern France cities, and it means we've got to another country, the third country on this little European getaway. And we all know from my Interrail experience that I had a bit of a running gag about France. I was in France, out of France, in France, out of France, in France again, and then back out of France. I've been in and out of this country more times than you can name it in the last few years, but when you've got architecture this impressive, it keeps on bringing me back. And we're going to begin our time here in Lille by seeing something that France does like no other, and that is art. So welcome you guys to the Palace du Beaux Arts. This is one of the most famous art galleries here in the country, and it's the second largest, just underneath the Louvre in Paris. So I'm quite excited to get myself in there, get a bit of warmth and see some sights. So that art gallery guys is definitely worth a visit during your time here in Lille. It is only like €7 for my student ticket, which is not bad. All things considered, the Louvre in Paris is like triple that price, and while you're here in France, you definitely have to immerse yourself in the art, the culture, the cuisine. That is what France is all about, and that is what I'm fully subjecting myself to whilst being here. And also the architecture. I've just been wandering down all of these streets and just taking so much photos of all of the buildings here. I think French architecture is one of my favourite designs. I can't stop being trigger happy when I'm seeing it because the buildings are all grand. It feels like everybody here is part of the royal family. It is so elegant. So right behind me is the Citadel of Lille, and this is one of the more unique landmarks here in the city. This is a public park, so great for a leisurely stroll, but for drone users, you guys are going to be amazed at what the aerial perspective of this park looks like. Let me put it up and show you, because I think we're in a star. Okay, I was going to make a pun, completely forgot the pun. I'm not going to bore you with more puns. Let's put that drone up and see it for yourself.
Watching the stars align between you and I, circling in space. Frozen time, worlds collide as we levitate.
Whoever designed this layout is a star. Okay, I'll stop. Is this where the people of Lille have their Pokemon battles? One thing I've noticed about Lille, and it might just be because it's a Friday afternoon in the middle of December, but it doesn't feel as busy as a lot of the other places I've been to. Maybe that is just also because I've came from Amsterdam and Brussels this week, but Lille is so much more quieter, and it feels really relaxing. We're just walking down by the this river running through the town here, and it's delightful. But I might be saying that too soon, because we are now about to go check out the Christmas markets here in the city to wrap up this little Christmas market adventure that we've had going on over the week. Europe, you definitely do them better than anyone else, so I'm excited to see if France can keep up with the Belgian ones.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
And this is how Lille does Christmas markets. What I love about Europe is that Christmas doesn't feel like it takes over the city. It feels like it blends into the city. It's like they go hand in hand. The architecture here just gleams more elegantly than ever when they've got a flicker of Christmas lights to them, and that is what makes seeing the Christmas markets an amazing experience. Why the hell is this Ferris wheel like the teacup ride mixed in with our Ferris wheel? Like, why are they spinning? So our day here in Lille is starting to wrap up, but what a day it has been. Lille is such a pretty city, especially when you come into the grand square and you get to see all of the Christmas lights surrounding this area. It just makes it look so majestic. Cheers! Wine in France.
World a little brighter. Say it's only getting lighter, giving me this feeling like we're glowing in the dark. You are the reason I can feel it in my heart. Life is good. Life is good.
Just like the last time I came here at sunrise, you get the whole of the grand place to yourself, and it is truly grand. Guys, thank you all for watching. I have enjoyed making the series so much. It has been a really freezing week here in Europe, but with the Christmas markets, all of the fairy lights, all of the ambience that you get during the festive season, it has made my time here one of a kind. And I really hope that you guys decide to come over, see Europe at this time of year, because it is a very different experience to seeing it in the peak of summer. Thank you guys. If you did enjoy today's video, then please drop a like, share it with your family and your friends, and subscribe to see where I'm going to be going next time. But also, I want to tell you to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you all in 2025. Alright, peace out guys, have a great one, bye.
Come fly away with me. Imagine all the things that we could see. Yeah, don't you know that life's a dance? Come take my hand and fly